Start recording. Stop recording. Button.
Hello, people out there in the world. This is Denim X. I'm here with another video. You know what I mean? I'm going to be giving you guys a little update about what's been going on with my health and my eyes and everything else in between. You know, I've been gone for a little bit and I haven't really told you guys anything since last August about, you know, what's going on with my health and, you know, all the things that's going on in my life. Well, my English accent getting kind of bad. Yeah, like I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on in my life. And give you guys a little update about, you know, like what's going on in my ass, in my health. Just for a little update. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to be posting this to Facebook and, you know, stuff like that, and putting it on my Instagram that I'm making videos again, and I'm going to be doing a lot of things. I'm going to be taking you guys on a journey. I'm going to take you guys on a journey with me because I am on a journey. I have a brand new life, kind of, like, so I want to take you guys on this journey with me, and hopefully I can reach one soul or one heart, and it's not all going to be serious things. Like, I'm going to be doing some silly things, and I'm going to do as much as I can. You guys know I am visually impaired. I'm going to let you guys know about that in this video and about some other new health things that are going on. So let's jump right into this. So I haven't really addressed you guys or say anything to you guys on YouTube. I kind of pretty much put some things on social media since August, and some things this year. I'm just getting back onto social media, you know, trying to interact with people, interact with my friends and my family, and all the people who love and support me. I'm trying to get back on to that stuff. It's just really hard when you can't see, so I have to kind of like learn how to do everything, you know, with minimal to no vision. So update on my eyes. I did get a surgery in September that rendered me almost blind for 4 months, from August to about January. I got that neck surgery in January, which really helped a lot. That surgery really helped a lot. I'm able to see a lot more than I was before. Vision not still there 100%. I'm not sure how much of the vision is going to come back, but a good amount of it has came back. I was at the point before where I couldn't even tell whether the lights were on. I couldn't see anything on the TV. I couldn't see any light unless it was like really, really bright. But now I've had the second surgery. Shout out to Dr. Fortune, and shout out to Dr. Kishar. Shout out to Bastley and Palmer Eye Institute. They are amazing. Those people have really brought me back to life. They have really done everything in their power that they can possibly do, under the guidance of God. Of course, we give all the praise to the Almighty God. You know, for the things that happened, they've really helped me out. They've really done pretty much all they can. They did. I got a dual surgery in January. Pretty much, or it might have been February. I can't remember when I got the surgery. I think I got the surgery in February. It was February, you guys. I'm sorry. So it's been 5 months. It's February. I got a dual surgery. Dr. Fortune, Dr. Kishar, they did what they could. They told me that everything went excellent, better than they had expected it to go, with someone whose eye was so far gone as mine. And I can only thank God for that. Thank God for Baskin and Palmer. They really brought my eye like back to life, and I really appreciate them for it. Oh my God. I do that though while I'm yawning. It's gonna make my eyes water. Damn. But shout out to them. My eyes are doing much better. I don't have as much pain in them anymore. I'm on a couple eye drops that I kind of don't take all the time, but I'm feeling great. I take my glaucoma pills and, things like that, just to make sure that everything is, okay. So I have something else to tell you guys, that who don't already know. In November, I went to my primary, and I had blood work done. If anybody knows a diabetic or is diabetic themselves, every month you have to do like a blood test with your primary, where you get your blood drawn and they test your blood for a couple different things, A1C, thyroid, kidneys, and a couple other things. And sometimes I even get STD panel done, even though I haven't had sex in about 3 years. And that's my personal thing that I'm doing, my little personal journey that I'm doing. Not because I can't, because look at me. I'm that girl. I'm just playing. But yeah, they do a blood test. Blood test came back and they told me that I need to go see a nephrologist. Nephrologist is a kidney doctor. Pretty much studies the kidney, all the functions, all the everything about kidneys. That's who you go to, a nephrologist. So I met my nephrologist. Oh, come on out. I met my nephrologist, Dr. Sai. Shout out to Dr. Sai. Love him to death. He's so dedicated to his job, so dedicated, so nice, so sweet. He always has a smile on his face. I don't know that because I can't see it, but my mom told me he does. Very nice. I met him and he was telling me the blood test that he saw from the primary didn't look good. I wasn't alarmed at all, but I should have been. I wasn't alarmed at all because I've previously, the year before in 2017, because this was 2018 when I saw him, the previous year, 2017, I had gotten hospitalized. That's where I took the famous viral picture when I was in the hospital. If you guys follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I took this viral picture that went, pretty much went viral because I was in a hospital gown, had put like a little belt around my waist, had on this very same hat. This is my favorite hat. You bitches better not motherfucking talk about me or I would read the eyes out of you. Just because I can't see does not mean I will not read the eyes out of you. I'm still the same reader. I read for filth. Yeah, picture went viral. I never in a million years thought that picture would like even go anywhere. I just thought that was something funny for me to do, and bitch, it took off. But the reason why I was there in that hospital is because when I was driving from my brother LJ's house, and I went to my brother's LJ. First, I went to my job where I worked at Burger King at the time, and I had gotten some food or whatever. Then I went back to my brother's house, because he was, going through, some things, and we just, that's my go-to person. I love him to death. He's like my gay dad. I be wanting to call him dad sometimes, but I know he'll be like, bitch, how your motherfucking, I know how he would do. That's like my gay dad. He taught me everything that I know about being a man and life and things like that. And I love him to death for that. But I was like, I told him, I was like, I don't really feel good. I think I'm going to just go home and I'll call you tomorrow, sis. I got in the car, driving, and all of a sudden I couldn't feel my feet. And I was like, oh no. Oh no, oh no. So what I did, I drove myself to the hospital, which was the best decision that I had made, because they told me that if I would have not came to the hospital that night, that I probably could have died because I had congestive heart failure and something was wrong with my kidneys. And they never told me that like I was having like I had no stage nothing kidney failure, no failures to my kidneys or anything like that. They just asked me, pretty much what do you drink, what's your diet and stuff like that. And I told them, they told me that I needed to stop drinking the Powerade because, bitch, I was in love with Powerade because, like it was sweet, but it wasn't like soda or juice. It didn't have as much, well, I thought it didn't have as much sugar, but I was sadly mistaken. And, They told me to stop drinking it because it was killing my kidneys. But they sent me home nevertheless a week later. And I was fine up until November of the next year, which is 2018. So I ended up doing blood work for Dr. Sai. The blood work came back within 3 days. Dr. Sai's office had called me and told me that it was urgent for me to come back into the doctor's office. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll be there. And I also dragged my mom along because, you know, I kind of felt like, okay, if it was urgent, it's something that she probably wants to hear and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and take her too. So we get to the doctor's office, and Dr. Sai was very straightforward with me. He didn't beat around the bush or anything like that. He just kind of told me, listen, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you have stage 5 kidney failure. Stage 5, which means my kidneys aren't dead, but they're on their way. They're on the way to giving out, which would mean that I wouldn't pee anymore or anything like that, which is kind of scary when you think about, like, you can't pee. Like, you peed all your life, and, you know, like, all the things that you, like, you're used to doing, like, stuff that you don't even think about just to go pee and stuff like that. All of a sudden, that'll be out the window if your kidneys fail. It was a very scary thing. He explained to me everything about, you know, what it was about, the kidney failure, what was going to happen. Then he proceeds to tell me, like, you need to start preparing yourself to do dialysis, because you're going to have to do dialysis. Your kidneys are going to fail, and you're going to have to do a dialysis. Now, that scared the complete living shizneck out of me. Because I'm like, I've seen people on dialysis. They look like zombies. They're always tired. Their skin color starts to change. They lose a lot of weight. My uncle, God bless the dead, my Uncle Charles, he was on dialysis. And when he came to us, he was, you know, not fat, but he had a little meat on his bones. And after he started doing dialysis, he got extremely skinny. But and then he eventually died. And that was another thing that scared me. I'm like thinking, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. I'm only 27. Like, I have not even done anything in my, like, I've done things in my life, but I haven't done what I wanted to do in life yet for me to die this early. And I told him that was he asked me, did I have any fears or anything like that? And I'm like, my fears are, you know, to start looking different, to lose a lot of weight, not be recognizable by my friends, and family, and, dying. And he pretty much reassured me that, you know, the people that don't take care of themselves and stuff like that, that happens to them. They die, or they, you do lose a lot of weight, because I've lost like 40 pounds. You do lose a lot of weight. But he was like, you don't get the skin color change and stuff like that unless you're like not taking care of yourself how you're supposed to, not doing your diet and things of that nature. So that kind of reassured me a little bit. He told me that I had 3 months to prepare. That was in November. December comes. Well, not even December comes. After Thanksgiving, I started to feel like sick all the time. And maybe a little bit before Thanksgiving, I started to throw up my food. I wasn't able to keep anything down, and I just felt very horrible every day of my waking fucking life. So one day in December, I just got tired of it, and it was scheduled for me to go to him. So I just told him one day, I'm like, listen, Dr. Sai, I feel terrible. I've been feeling terrible for a while now. I'm throwing up. I can't keep any food down. I've lost like 20 pounds. Like, what's going on? He was like, because it's time for you to start dialysis. I'm going to have to hospitalize you immediately so you can start on the dialysis and start getting your blood clean. Your blood is dirty. Your blood, has a lot of waste in it. That's why you're not using the bathroom. That's why you're throwing all your food up. Your body's not digesting the food. That's why you have to throw the food up, and we're going to hospitalize you. So he wrote me a prescription to go to the hospital. The next day I went to the hospital, and I stayed there for an entire day. I had to go like at 11 o'clock. I didn't get moved into a room until probably like 9 o'clock that night. I was in a private room downstairs. My mom works at Wellington Regionals. Shout out to Wellington Regionals. And then I eventually got moved up to another private room upstairs, where they pretty much told me everything that was going to happen, things like that, and I wasn't able to eat. Mind you, I had not eaten in like 2 days, so I'm like starving. I was only allowed to eat like a piece of turkey, like that was it. Like I couldn't eat anything else. because the next day I had to go into surgery. With dialysis, you have to have a port of access, which is called a fistula or a catheter. I have both right now. I don't know if I can show you guys this. Let me see. This, if you guys can see, I'm sorry if you guys can't. I'm really sorry. You guys know I can't see. This is my catheter that's on my chest. It's actually inside of my chest. There's a tube that runs from here, my collarbone, all the way down, and then it crosses over and it's connected to a valve on my heart. I don't know if you guys are able to see it. I hope you guys were, because yeah, that's important. And then I also have like a fistula in my arm. It kind of beats. It pumps the blood, so it beats like a heartbeat. It's kind of cool, actually. Well, I think it is. Other people think it's gross, and I don't give a fuck, because bitch, I need it. I got the catheter first, and then I got the fistula the next day. When I tell you guys, my fucking arm hurt so bad after I got that fistula. Girl, I was like, y'all can just take me out now. Bitch, I couldn't even move that arm. I had to prop it up on a pillow. There was ice. I had to get morphine because it was hurting so bad. And then the morphine was making me itch. That was a very bad combination. Don't do drugs, kids. And adults, for that matter. Just don't do them. But after I got my blood cleaned the first time, I didn't feel any different. Still wasn't using the restroom. I was throwing up still. And then after the second time I got the dialysis, I started to feel like amazing. Like, oh my God. Like, I felt like I had been given a brand new life. So I get out the hospital. I start doing dialysis at the dialysis center. And you guys, for people who don't know what dialysis like does to you, it drains. It really drains you, literally. They drain out all your blood and they clean it and then they put it back in your body. So you end up feeling like really tired and really groggy. And sometimes your blood pressure drops to like dangerous levels. Have to kind of be careful. You're on a high protein diet. You're supposed to eat a lot of protein. It's just really vigorous. But it also can be very easy if you just do what you're supposed to do, which I do. Like I said, I've lost almost like 45 pounds between December and now. I just recently lost more weight, and I know it's because of my diet and how I changed my diet and things that I eat, and in the combination with the dialysis. But you guys, I'm good. I have a really good support system around me. My mom, my aunts, my family. My family, shout out to my mom, my aunts, my uncles, Tariq Boom, Shanice, LJ, JoJo, my friend JoJo. A lot of my friends don't, for the most part, JoJo has always, made sure I was fine. But, I can't say that about, most of my friends. I don't know where they don't give a fuck. And at this point, I don't either. I have to live my life for me, bitch, and I don't give a fuck about, if you don't give a fuck about me, I damn sure don't give a fuck about you. Fuck you. And, but shout out to all the people that love and support me, that's reached out to me, that continuously reached out to me. Everybody that I talk to every day, LJ and Tariq, and Shanice, you guys know I love you, for keeping me sane. It's really hard going through these things by yourself. I have developed a little anxiety, and I'm going to do a video about that also, about like going through anxiety and going through depression with, going through these things. And I'm going to do a little video about that because it gets a little lengthy, and I know this video is already lengthy, and I want to, keep you guys engaged. But for the most part, you guys, I'm doing very well. Thank you for everybody who wishes me well and everything. And there's more videos to come, so please like and subscribe to my channel. Like my video, subscribe to my channel. Keep watching. I'm going to take you guys on a journey with me. Like, I'm taking you guys on this journey with me. It's been a very long journey, and I was kind of embarrassed to take you guys along the journey because I had to make sure I was straight and that I was well enough to take you guys along the journey. I think I'm ready now to take you guys along on the journey with me so you guys can see like all the things that happen in my life and, you know, my little struggles and everything. I think you guys would love to see, you know, what a day-to-day with me is like. And I'm going to start doing videos at dialysis. I'm going to start, you know, doing videos every places that I go. I don't go many places now, and I'll explain that in my anxiety video. But I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. Like, please like my video and subscribe. I'm going to be posting to on Facebook so you guys can, you know, come to my page and watch my videos. And I thank you guys and see you hoes later.
Stop recording.